The Rotary Club of Natete, Kampala was chartered on the 23rd day of October 2007. But before charter, how was the process?
It was in 2007 when my president then of Rotary Club of Kampala appointed me to be the director of membership, which has a component of extension. My name is Galabuzi Mukasa. I'm currently a past assistant governor. By that time I was a director in my club. So in that year, we thought it was prudent, because I stayed in Rubaga, to consider beginning up a club which would meet in the evening.
PAG Galabs and friends thought of having an evening club that could accommodate people who were unable to join the Rotary Club of Mengo, Rotary Club of Rubaga, and they couldn't stretch up to Chengera or Kampala City for fellowship.
So I convinced my president, went to the club assembly. Of course, he had to first sit in the board meeting, and the club accepted the formation of a new club within Rubaga. That time I was staying in Rubaga.
Why Natete? Since Mengo had the Rotary Club of Mengo, and there was also the Rotary Club of Rubaga. So PAG Gala took it upon himself to look for potential members in Natete and places around that could form a new club to sit in the evening.
But again, much of my thoughts and focus was in Natete, because that was our catchment area. Because we knew Mengo, we knew Rubaga. Now we want to bring in Natete. So I went to Ivy's Hotel, which was, of course, within Natete area, and I met the human resource manager called Mrs. Joan Njochi, and she was receptive. She bought the idea and said she had to first consult her boss, Mr. Mugarasi. So good news was also Mugarasi accepted us, and that's how we convened our first meeting in February 2007.
Being a country chair membership, Rotarian Ben Waira was invited also to talk to the prospects about Rotary. The first meeting had about 15 people, which number grew above 30, but by charter, the number had dropped to about 25.
Then we decided that no, we shouldn't rush to register this club with RI. Let us first grill these people to know who is who. Because usually when you rush, people should be given time to understand what Rotary is. So after the 7th month, then I organized the elections, and that's how Rotarian Jones Chaze became the charter president, because Jones Chaze was in our club as club secretary, that is RC Kampala. So because he was born around in the Natete area, I interested him to come to join us in this formative stage, because I knew the two of us being Rotarians would work together to bring up a very, very viable club.
When we came to Natete, and I was so excited about the idea of having a club in my birthplace, on Natete. Of course, assisted by a very good friend, Rotarian from Rotary Club of Kampala, where I had been, James Galabuzi. But the feeling of starting a club was really overwhelming. As I said, I had been in 4 other clubs before, but I had never been in a club which was starting afresh. All those clubs I mentioned were established big clubs. So the idea of starting a new club right from the scratch was unknown to me. So you can imagine how overwhelming it was. Secondly, I was the only Rotarian among all the other members, the fellow members with whom we were starting the club. Therefore, it put on me a kind of special responsibility of ensuring that every Thursday, the day we had chosen as our meeting day, I was there, being present every Thursday with my friend James Galabuzi, try and convince almost some of the members to join Rotary, apart from joining the club of Natete, Kampala.
And I thank Jones because he accepted being charter president, and he did a lot for the club. Just 1 year after charter celebrations, that was 2008, he brought an idea to begin up a Rotary Club. And that's how Rotary Club of Natete was started. I was instrumental, of course. He brought a young man called Chabasinga Chaze, I think he's a nephew, and we asked him to be the charter president of that new club. Now that club is grown, almost 16 years. I think that is a great achievement. Again, through John's Chaze as charter president, we began RCC Busabala, which was active that time. I don't know whether it is still active. We began fashion show. So I think the club has done a tremendous job. And I'd like to thank Charter President Jones and also all the subsequent presidents that have been in this presidential office, that they have added a brick to the wellness of this club. I'm happy it even produced a district governor, my friend Semwanga, whom I also recruited, because I recruited Nsubuga Dickens, and Nsubuga brought Semwanga. And because of this grilling that we never rushed to go to RI, most charter members are still active. Many clubs, as young as 5 years, charter members are nowhere to be seen. But RC Natete, charter members are still active, and I thank God for that kind of gesture.
The Rotary Club of Natete Kampala has turned out to be a club of blessings because many of its assistant governors have served and others are waiting to serve as district governors. These include PDG Bob Wagwansibirwa, PDG Rosette Nabumba Nayenga, PDG Mike Kennedy Sebalu, PDG Edward Nsubuga, and DGE Geoffrey Chitakule.
I came into contact with the Rotary Club of Natete at its inception by the invitation of one of the people who spearheaded the starting of this club, James Galabuzi, when he was looking around for members that could join the club and get started with the club. Maggie, my dear wife, picked a lot of interest in the same, and she was among those very first few members that converged at Ivy's Hotel and in earnest started the process of having the club formed. The club started on a very good note with a good number of members, the charter members. I attended the charter ceremony, but before that I had attended the meetings and I was able to address some of them in terms of motivating and inspiring the team. And then we got on to the charter. Charter President Jones Chaze did a good job, and I salute him and I congratulate him for laying the foundation for the starting of the club. The club has grown and members of the club have also grown in profile, but of significance is the fact that the club has even gone to the level of producing a district governor in the names of Francisco Semwanga, who has led District 9214 very well and led it to very outstanding achievements.
Many service projects have been carried out in various parts of this country, Uganda, but the following are significant. The annual fashion show, which was initiated by our charter president, Dr. Jones Chaze, medical camps that are held annually in different parts of this country, the Lash Home in Busega, which we have taken on year after year, the Basic Education and Literacy Project at Namato Church of Uganda Primary School in Namutumba District, the construction of a maternity ward in Busiro, Luuka District, and the Plant Your Balance Project, where over 1,500 trees are so far been planted in Kamengo and Butambala District. The Rotary Club of Natete members support the Rotary Foundation. We are an all-giving club. We have 2 major donors. We have 2 Bequest Society members, a number of Paul Harris Fellows, and we have also mothered a Rotary Club, that is the Rotary Club of Lunguja, that sits every Friday at Rustic Gardens at 7 p.m.
I would like to congratulate President, Magical President Florence, in whose year you are celebrating the 17 years. Thank you for hosting this great event, for hosting the governor, and for celebrating this anniversary.
I would like to read this quote. True membership is not just about joining, but about growing together, where the collective strengths of many magnifies the beauty of individual contributions. And I pray to the Almighty God that again we meet when celebrating 25 years of service for God and my country.